Samity tasticky tasticky. Back with the Wayfarers. What is it? Wayfarers something something. It's the next part. I can't. Whoa! Got a black screen there. Can't remember. Wayfarer's Reverie Pt2. As we continue on our happy way to go kill Rotscale. And though in hard mode I pretty much I choose my way to victory using Pain Inverter, I'm going to actually avoid doing that this time. But we're definitely going to go murder the crap out of Rotscale. Who's already dead, mind you. He deserves it. He's a very frustrating enemy. Very. Well, there's I think it was for a Halloween quest. You had to go get to this mausoleum that's hiding behind him. That he stands in front of. Whatever. You don't have to kill him to do it. You could just run past him. I'm sorry, that's really, really cool. I don't know. I think I've noticed that before, but it hasn't been for a while. And that's what makes these games so great, is that attention to detail. So, yes, killing Rotscale to get into the mausoleum is not necessary, but killing Rotscale in hard mode to vanquish the zone, in fact, is quite a pain. It's one of those very difficult things. And I know at the end of the last video I said, oh yeah, Rotscale right over here. Rotscale's not over there, he's right over here. So I just got confused because I was thinking it was that or so. I don't know what I was thinking. Not sure. I think it's because I was all zoomed out. Nope, that couldn't have been it. I have no idea what I was thinking. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Talmark Wilderness. Fortunately, it doesn't take very long to get there, even from TOA, so I recommend going that way. If you've been watching the Hearts of the North thing, to get right over here with the assassin, I just ran that way because that makes a little bit more sense. But when going after Rotscale, it makes less sense to get there with a party of 8 because it's not really that great of a distance in difference of distance. There we go. Yeah, I realized that this build actually works pretty well in Norn areas because, well, you can have more HP in Norn areas when you use your Heart of the North. What is it? Yeah, Heart of the Norn. But like that, I was helping somebody do some speedbooky stuff, and one of the parts of the speedbooking, if you don't recall, is the chasing the Nornbearer quest. And so I was helping them fill 2 books, and the first time I ran it with this build just so that I could have ridiculous amounts of HP, and then the second time I ran it with the Vow of Silence build, sorry, Vow of Strength build. Same thing, right? Vow of Silence, Vow of Strength, no different, completely different in like every single way possible, except for that they're both elites. Yeah, I did that so I could run through and do it faster, but it was kind of funny. I had like 700 and something HP. Does it say? It does say, doesn't it? Yeah, plus 100, so it would be 768 HP that I would have in Norn areas with this build. Pretty awesome, because it basically gives you a much better chance of having more HP than whatever you're attacking. I'm happy with that, having tons of HP. Oh, Fog Nightmare, just fight some undead or spirits or something and leave me alone. Oh my god, they don't want to stop. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. They're all easy in normal mode. a bunch of pushovers. These big trees are, though. A ram's hammer. Oh, I'll grab it. I can't resist it, man. Oh, little known fact, Inferno Imps, I believe it's the Inferno Imps, are an excellent source of rubies and sapphires, I think it is. They drop charcoal, and then they drop the, whatever those hearts are. The charred heart, they're not charred hearts, glowing hearts? I don't know. I don't remember. But you can look it up on the wiki. Those things drop freaking sapphires, and if you salvage the other things that they drop, you can get charcoal from those. But more than that, you can get granite. That's why I had the regular identification kit there, was because the granite's actually worth more than the charcoal. Believe it or not. I mean, not piece for piece, but, well, actually I think yes, piece for piece, but you get the granite 2 or 3 at a time, or is 1 or 2 at a time. You have to sell the granite 10 at a time. That was part of it. Anyway, if you're trying to get those to get yourself destroyer weapons, you can kind of easily take these guys on one-on-one. The area I was doing it was right outside the Delesio Seabor. There are a good number of fire imps, and I'd run up here, and I ran, I don't know. I rigged up a little route for it. It wasn't anything spectacular or special, but it's really easy to kill the crap out of those guys, and there are probably all kinds of different solo builds you can use with all different kinds of characters. If you enjoy farming, which I actually really don't, but I still do it sometimes because I do enjoy having stuff. I killed a lot of them and didn't actually get any of that fat loot. I did get a lot of granite, though. I mean, you're guaranteed to get quite a lot of granite when you do that run. And here we are in Majesty's Rest. I don't know, these zones, even with how old they are, they made improvements to the game, but it still looks so good. And I think it looks better than World of Warcraft. I've had some people say that they disagree with that, but come on, be honest. This looks better than World of Warcraft. I've run World of Warcraft at max settings, and it doesn't look as good. Well, especially not Eye of the North. Maybe some regions of World of Warcraft look better than this, but of course I'll also admit that I haven't played through the Wrath of the Lich King content or any of that stuff. Oh, that's the sound of money. There we go. More reed stalker. These guys are annoying. I will admit that in a heartbeat. Come on, guys. I already have to deal with the rot scale. Now, it may be annoying to take your sweet time, but it may be a good idea to take your sweet time when going to rot scale, just so that you make sure you don't have any death penalty when you get there. But there's actually more to that, and I will get to that in a moment. And we got some trolls attack. Ooh, Wayfarer's Mark. What am I up to? 27. I don't know how many you need to trade those in. Probably like 3 or 5. Or maybe it's like a 1-for-1 for the stuff that you get. I don't know. I don't need any of that stuff because I've already maxed all the related titles. Alright, so this part up here where that damned cleric is, That's where Rotscale hangs out. That's his little mausoleum of doom. And I don't know of any lore about this area other than it's just a mausoleum, and there's this giant dragon, bone dragon thing, Rotscale. And I'm gonna go kill him. That's the lore for this region. I'm gonna get this gold. Alright, so the other thing that I was saying about having death penalty is if you there we go. Have favor of the gods. We've got 78 minutes of favor remaining, so I'm gonna go ahead and kneel down here. And you have the opportunity to talk to this guy. This is the really cool thing. The courage will remove death penalty, but it doesn't. I don't remember if it removes it for your heroes. I think that it does not. And then this one, it's actually really hard to say. And prophecy, I don't remember. I don't remember if that removes it on the heroes. Thinking about it, I think that it might actually, because I think prophecies, these were really broken. The 2 conquest gives you 3 tick regeneration on you and all your heroes. It's always worth 50 gold to get that as far as I'm concerned, but I'm going to not get it now just for the sake of keeping this kind of vanilla, because now that the favor has started running out, it's not going to be quite so. There are some guys that appear when you get too far up there, and you can get flanked. The guys appear back here, I think. It might just be a hard mode thing, but I was pretty sure. I'm going to run up here and make all those guys mad, and then run for it. Ow, ow. I'm pretty beefy. Okay, so apparently nobody's coming. I don't know what that was about. But I think I can just run in there and beat the crap out of Rotscale. I think. Nope. I took a beating. Res me, res me. We'll see. He's still level 30 and he's still kind of difficult, but... Oh, frozen soil, that's right. That's what makes this so freaking annoying. And then here are all the other enemies that I was talking about. Oh, the frozen soil apparently got taken out. So let's see if we can't survive long enough to get through these guys. Alright. You guys need to back up. That was the fundamental problem. That was what I forgot. Okay, so you do in fact get mobbed. And we got the cleric picked off there. We have a number of enemies picked off there. And my corpse will just hang out, oh boy, until the Spirit of Frozen Soil wears off. Whatever. Just start killing stuff, you guys. Ah. Kill that Spirit of Frozen Soil. Oh my god. I'll be so mad if Elias dies. Or Talcora. Come on. Come on. You guys are idiots. So I hate Rotscale. If they resurrect me, I think I will buy that health regeneration. No, it's much more difficult in hard mode, but the way that I generally deal with these guys is like these dragons and things, especially the Skeleton Bone Masters, you can actually just sort of inch forward and aggro those guys to shoot down at you while you use... Aha! There we go. While you use Pain Inverter on them, and they take enough damage from that. But I didn't bring Pain Inverter this time around, so we're going to creep up here, and I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to pop those on now that I've got them distracted, and I'm going to take out this Rotting Dragon. Fortunately, they're close enough that they can't all run those spirits simultaneously, because you can't have the same spirit right next to the other spirit of the same type. But they will generally keep, there's usually a very, very narrow window of being able to resurrect, but they will keep the frozen soil up as much as they possibly can. All right. And yeah, not as difficult in hard mode. I mean, as in hard mode. Anyway, it makes it like 1,000 times easier to pick off all the other enemies before you actually take on Rot Scale. Because Rot Scale himself has a ton of HP. So we're going to weaken the crap out of him and pummel him to death. We're actually done, as it turns out here, but I want to go ahead and kill Rot Scale anyway, just on principle. And you actually can't enter the mausoleum right now, it looks like. Die, you stupid dragon. It's kind of spazzing out a lot, though. It has difficulty casting stuff. It is definitely a lot easier to take them on when you bring Pain Inverter, but I'm trying to work on getting used to this build that I've got here. It's a pretty strong build. As you can see, it doesn't make you immortal. But we still got the crap pummeled out of me when I tried to come up here. Probably would have fared a little bit better if I took the health regen, but that's definitely something, if you are coming here to Vanquish, I definitely recommend that you try to do that when you're able to have favor. So at some point we'll be able to see when I've got more HP than he does, right? Which is not yet. Not yet. Does that heal me? Yeah, that healed me, didn't it? I think I have more HP than him. Nope. Nope, not yet. He has way too much HP. Alright, that's right. Turn around. Still no? Yeah, he's still got over 400 hit points. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yay, now he's taking extra damage. There you go, dead. Oh, jeez. Alright, what's next on the list? Visit Anvil Rock. Is that? No, that's not it. It's in the Shiver Peaks. Ice Tooth Cave. Yeah, so here we're going to go back to a party of 6 because I'm not going to take a group all the way from Temple of Ages over here. That's just ridiculous. So here we are, and we're back to low-level enemies again. I'm going to throw on the Onslaught again. And we'll head out. I love the music in the Shiver Peaks. It's really, really good. Really good. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is actually, as I understand it, the highest point in the Shiver Peaks that we're about to go to. And it's a really cool view. If you haven't gone to go check it out, then I would say that you should, except that you can just watch me. I'll show it off as well as I can. Yeah, these guys are all level 10. They're irrelevant. We're going to just kind of shove through this one. This is actually, I think, one of the most annoying vanquishes that I had to deal with out of like all of them, because these Minotaurs, some of them, like this group up here you may be able to see in a moment, some of them just haul ass around the map. And they're really, really, really hard to catch. It might not be that group. Anyway, I'm going to ignore them too. They move in huge patrol arcs, giant patrol arcs. Yeah, like those guys over there. And I didn't know what direction they were heading, and I didn't know which section they were going to be running through, because there are tons and tons of them that go through these massive patrol arcs. So, yeah, it took me like, I don't know, like 3 hours to vanquish this area or something like that. Wow, Master of Whispers is not doing too good there. I'm going to go ahead and pick these guys off so that they're not going to cause any trouble. While I'm over here looking at the pretty view. Alright. Now this whole thing looks really precarious. I think in real life I'd not climb up there. And I also wish that there were little footprint snowy effects, like you leave tracks in the snow or something. I don't know, just look cool. So you can't go all the way up to that edge there, but you see right over here, I think those sections appear to be a little bit higher. Where is the highest point? What direction am I facing? Let's see. Okay, I'm facing southeast. So I might be mistaken. Maybe that's the highest peak. Okay, I think it's the highest elevation that you're actually able to get to. Something to that effect. But you can see it's a pretty cool view. Very peaceful. I love the mountains. And snow. Not the biggest fan of cold, but hey, you know, you can't win all the time, right? That's glitchy. I don't know if you see that over there. It's pretty glitchy. Oh well. Again, you can't win all the time. What is going on with that? That's like super glitchy. All right, onward. Is something wrong with my graphics settings? No, they're cranked up. Definitely cranked up. That's just silly. It's like that. I don't need to explain it. You can see this. All right. Anywho, next up, visit the falls in Maguba Jungle. Oh God, it would do that, wouldn't it? Well, we're gonna try this out. Hope for the best. I'm actually going to bring there's an ecto farming build that I was given, which it doubles really well as a running build. Let me grab this set of armor that I prefer to use with it. Yep. My Norn armor. And we'll head out. Ventari's Refuge. So, Ventari is the centaur that brought the pale tree seed to go plant it out. He was sick of the war between centaurs and humans, and he wanted peace. And so over here, he brought this seed to plant over here, and he and Ronan chilled out and lived their final days in relative happiness, I suppose. They were both miserable people, sick of war, and so they became pacifists, and all was well. So that tree grew, or that seed grew into the pale tree, and then the pale tree birthed the Sylvari. So the first mention of Ventari is in Ventari's Refuge. So this build basically lets me run past everything except for those mesmers, which strip off my enchantments, which is really, really annoying. But since they're not here, oh, and the, what are they? The Thornstalkers, which are also not here. The Thornstalkers will inflict weakness and then use stoning on you and knock you over. Actually, I don't know that they inflict weakness, but their accompanying devourers definitely do. Alright, Elias and, Xandra. Raza, don't die. They've been saved! I don't really care that much about them. There's nothing in here that I'm scared of, even with a 60% death penalty. Okay. Reed Bog. This is kind of annoying to get through. Those guys, the jungle trolls, I can actually pretty much solo. I wouldn't even say pretty much. I can definitely solo them, solo the crap out of them. I farmed them because it was like the forest troll tusks or something. Was a... don't hurt me. It was an item for... Oh, I should probably use the increased enchantment length. An item for Nicholas the Traveler. And so I just like went out and got all that I needed in like one go in the area where he was. Not too bad. This build will tear them apart. You just have to get them to clump on you. But we're almost to the falls. This is actually a whole lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. I just had to sacrifice 2 of my heroes to do it. Oh, pinned down. Here, increased armor. There we go. Can't even hurt me. Can't even hurt me. Alright, there we are. The falls. Many people don't even come to this region because, well, there's not really much of a reason to. Unless you're trying to vanquish, but I really enjoyed the exploration. The cartography was, basically the first part of it was really, really fun for me when I got to go around looking at stuff and seeing new things. Now the rest of it was a lot more annoying when I had to not die while I scraped some of the edges of more difficult areas. I don't know. The cartography can be really, really annoying, but the track on here you have to run is also really, really annoying. It's not close by, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Just bear with me. Redwood Shepherd. Here we go. We got some gold coins. See, I'm not sure if the Mesmers camp out here, because if they do, then I can't run this on my own. And if they don't, I can make it a whole lot faster just by plowing past everybody. Let's find out. I'm going to just flag my heroes, and I just won't make you wait through it if I have to go get them. Something like that. I'm going to clear out this area, at least make it safe for them. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ding! Finish him! I like that skill. Okay, apparently the undead are just going to kill everything for me, which is kind of cool. Got it! Done. Okay. We'll just run through this. Pinned down. Yeah, you would. I think some cases you can dodge that, but they don't do enough damage for me to really care. They are only level 19. Well, I don't know. After you get used to playing in hard mode, the normal mode stuff is almost exclusively super easy. Just from my experience. Is it just me or did it get darker? Alright, we have some centaurs up here. Those I don't mind. They're weaklings. And many of the enemies, basically as long as there's nothing that strips enchantments off of me, I will be totally fine. I was enjoying the ambient sounds there for a moment. Jungle trolls, totally fine. Easy peasy. Easy breezy. Roar, roar. Scale, jungle scale. I think they might actually be... They might be particularly dangerous to me. We'll see how it goes. Yep, they're particularly dangerous. Yep, they just pulled all of that off of me. Alright, well, that's my death, so we'll continue where that's undone. And here we are, they have arrived. Once my life is restored... Oh. There we go. It's personal now, guys. You messed up my video. Get some scales ripped straight off of his body. Some scales. Spelled differently, but that's okay. You can mostly ignore these jungle trolls. Now that I've got some death penalty. Oh, nope. They're gonna try to kill me. It's too bad this whole build is... Oh, jungle troll tusks. That was what Nicholas the Traveler wanted. Yeah, it's too bad this whole build is based on enchantments. I think is what I was going to go with there. I'm really excited to see what they've done with the Maguma in Guild Wars 2, because we haven't actually had the opportunity to venture into the Maguma Wastes, as they're now called. And I just used the wrong skill there. You may have seen that. Oh yeah! That was good. That was good. They didn't strip that one off fast enough. Myrtleized. More scales from the scales. It's something off in this direction. This is yet another one of those areas where navigation can be a bit confusing, though it's not as bad as in Ascalon. There are some areas of Ascalon I know really well just because I spent so much time wandering around there. I used to try to do the run. I used to occasionally run people from LA to Ascalon City, and I think I'd do it the other way around sometimes as well. So I got pretty used to that, but I much prefer doing the run to Sanctum K, which has a relatively simple route. I think I've showed that one off at some point along the way. Doesn't matter. I don't have a key, do I? Nope. Oh, wow. Okay, well, you guys are going to hang back for a second, because this is actually... This is so good when this works. We'll just throw that on, throw that on, throw that on, and then kill you all at the same time. There. It's good stuff. Didn't work quite right for whatever reason, but that's okay. I forgive me. And we're going to do that again, except this time actually keep the undead back there. Come on. Bam. There we go. Easy enough. And that's how I got all those jungle troll tasks. Hey, the Vow of Strength is strong. I won't deny that. It's not very good when you're with a group, and it sort of lacks versatility. Anyway, I don't know why I'm recasting that. I think we can just sort of run past these jerks. And it's actually up here. Let's see if I can actually pull them all until I get them here. Perfect. Perfect? Maybe? Come on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Not too shabby. It's good stuff. Good stuff. It's fun to murder them all. But that's not why we're here. It's sort of why we're here. We'll go ahead and let you guys go up there so you can take those guys out on your own time. Because I think we're going to actually need my heroes again. I think so. Yeah, this is a long stretch. So you get to miss this one. Long trek. Yeah, jungle scale. So I'll go ahead and pick these guys off while I wait for my heroes to come up here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you. You. Get over here. And I'm not too keen on having the scale cause me trouble here, but you do what you can. Come on, clump on me. And they're going to strip off all my chance. Yay! That's okay, though. They last as long as they need to. So, whatever. Xandra, where is she? Upon what is she snagged? Oh well. Boy, having issues. Oh god. Alright. Receiving a call unexpectedly. That's all over now. Yeah, just you guys fight my undead minions and stuff. That'll be good. I think that pretty much sums up the difficulty of that battle. Yeah, just fight all those things. Now we can move along. Against root behemoths and other sorts of fun things. I believe we're getting very, very close. Easy enough. Oh, 11 plant fibers, not too bad. Yeah, I think we just sort of go right over here. Ooh. That's kind of pretty. Periodically, this is one thing that I've just noticed, that my textures will get messed up. You see how the water just doesn't move? The only way that I found that actually fixes that is to get rid of the Guild Wars DAT file and rebuild it, basically. Which I don't really like to do because it takes a really long time to re-download the game. Okay, it was apparently really important that I be gotten a hold of right then, so you may notice that I have more undead than I did before, or at least a different kind. We're gonna see if I can just plow past these guys, because who needs to deal with root behemoths? All we need to do is get to the falls. Ah! Stop damaging me. And of course, Wind Riders. Alright. You know, at least I was able to run here with relative ease. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill all of this stuff. Not for any reason other than I really hate life pods. And of course, the secondary reason that I want my undead back. There we go. There we go. Oh, now they heal each other. Okay. Looking good. Tribal Blade. Don't even care about Behemoth Draw. You know what? 20 gold. What's that one? Like 40 gold. We don't even know. Probably not worth going back there to pick it up in any case. Okay. Wind Rider ho! You Viz. Dude, these guys really mess me up if I try to take them on with an enchantment-based build. We'll clear you out. And since like a lot of their skills don't even work on spirits, we should be able to rip them apart pretty quickly. We'll get you below. Come on, there. No. Oh, he raised his HP right before I got him with. What a jerk. Anyway, he's dead now. We got tons more undead. I can raise that. Grab my gold. Kill all the Wind Riders. Grab canes. And wander over here to the location of the falls. Just in time for them to strip all of my enchantments off again. There we go. Ancient Eye. I'll be eating that later. To the falls! There's Agrippa Stonehands! Water cascades over the rocks into a pool so deep you can't see the bottom. Can we dive off of it? I remember there being something special about that. Alright, so that's the falls. Here, I've been trying to be good about this. All you guys go back here. And we'll look off of them. That water's moving. A lot of this area is very pretty, but I think that the forested areas in the Eye of the North were definitely nicer. I would go with that. And they're definitely nicer in Guild Wars 2. So anyway, visit the ancient temple of Lissa in the Mineral Springs. That's a little more out of the way. We're finally getting to some actually difficult areas. By the way, if you are trying to do this one, don't try to do this while you're Titan quest is active. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but you'll kind of know really quickly whether or not your Titan quest is active. What am I doing here? We need Gwen. Really? I didn't have a Gwen? I brought 2 healers instead? Oh well. And then we'll bring Vec. That should be good and strong. But you can look at it on the wiki. It's listed on there as something that's like a bad idea if you're trying to vanquish it. And I think for this quest it would be a bad idea to have it active there as well. Though, since you wouldn't have to do it in hard mode, maybe it would be a good time for you to finish that quest. But you can always get it again. It's not like it's a daily quest or something. Well, I ran out of drive space in the process of doing this section, so I guess I wasn't really keeping track of how much time I was spending on this. So I think I'm gonna try to chop it up a little bit for the future sessions, unless I've really got something interesting to talk about for it. So on that note, you will see me later.